are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Giants.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
First carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They're on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Catch made by Slayton. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So if they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now Jones. And he's able to find Diggs. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
4th and 1.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's to his running back, complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
First and 10.
How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play, but
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Henderson. That's taken in by Callaway. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down, Bengals.
Off the play fake. Henderson. Able to find Higgins. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards.
First down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Looking to throw. Henderson. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Ball at the 14 for second and 5.
At the Giants' 14-yard line.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
To Richie James.
Richie James, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position end up making the tackle. And oftentimes, we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
On the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and 2, Jones. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
On 2nd down now, Mixon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Off play action. Henderson. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Off the play fake. Henderson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
As a DB, you're giving up a ton of height on that play to the receiver. So if they want to play a 50-50 ball, that's going to make it difficult. All you can do is rely on your technique. Try and time it. Try and figure out when the ball is going to arrive and meet it when it gets there.
And on that play, short man won. On 3rd down, Henderson. And he's got this down to the 35. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. He's the reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively, they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
Eluding the pressure right. to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Antonio Callaway, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Off-play action. Henderson letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. T. Higgins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
The ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Watson. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. Off the play fake. Henderson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And his throw is incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, and it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jones. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Mixon with a first down carry. 20. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's a run with Mixon, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game.
And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. Operating from the gun, Jones winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. 57 to Mike. 57. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Take over 1st and 10. At the 47-yard line.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Check, 59, 59. 3 buzz. 59 is Mike, 59 is Mike. Check, 59. I'm going to put it.
The final shot before break. Henderson. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action. Henderson. And his throw here is incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Henderson. And James has it. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
The tackle.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Off play action. Henderson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Henderson. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
Bengals.
Quit talking about it and bring it. 59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59.
Off the play fake. Henderson. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Cincinnati.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
To
Richie James, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Giants nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. From the 29, Jones rolling to his right. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And the Giants are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
Second and goal.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Another try for Barkley, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, and the Giants are in for 6. And he converts, and it cuts the lead to 35-7.
Makes the score Bengals 35, Giants 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a first and 10. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey. 4 down.
Off play action. Henderson. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Stop right there. Hey. We got 3.
Off the play fake. Henderson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Intercepted.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Off play action. Henderson, and he's going to be sacked. They sack it back right at the midfield stripe. Dexter Lawrence, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Joe Mixon. Oh, what a juke into space. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Cincinnati.
Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score, Bengals 49, Giants 7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to this offense. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Saquon Barkley. 17 yards on the play. It's now.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Saquon Barkley.
Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
It's been a long day for you. 50 seconds to Mike.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Henderson. And this one is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Watch that in.
Off play action. Henderson. Oh, he'll let one go deep for hit. And this is caught inside the 5. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right. 4 down.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
Short of the goal line.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. 4 down. 4 down.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
You got 4.
Operating from the gun. Henderson to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They'll look to throw again. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand.
On down.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. Stephon Diggs. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Stephon Diggs 97 yards. And it's for pride now, but the Giants do get a bit closer.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
It just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Henderson. That's taken in by Higgins. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. T. Higgins, 51 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Here's Jones off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 2nd down, Barkley nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Giants on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Throwing on 1st down, Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back.
On downs.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And now here's a deep shot that's complete and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
24 yards.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Bengals.
Off play action. Henderson. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Cincinnati.
I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
It's Barkley on the counter, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
7-yard line.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Operating from the gun, Jones. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
From the gun, Jones. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Don't try my patience. I'm a boy, 1 foot is set, boy,
The Bengals drive about to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
Mixon on the carry.
We got plenty to catch.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
26-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
T. Higgins was the intended target.
And it's 3rd down.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And 12.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Henderson. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And a Bengal first down.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Operating from the gun, Henderson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And now here comes their final timeout.
A gain of 20
as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
First down, Cincinnati.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
I got you. 59 is Mike. Check, 59. Hey. Check 59, Mike.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
T. Higgins was the intended target.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
He was covered by Steven Nelson.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Guys, pick it up. Mike 5'9", Mike 18. Check, 59. Check back.
Off play action. Henderson. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So the game will continue for at least 1 more play.
To not finish a game on a defensive penalty, that's why they get 1 more untimed attempt.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Giants 13.